Hi, you guys. Leanne Holitza here at the Healing Studio. How are you guys today? We are going to do our weekly Oracle check-in. We will use our Yantra deck. And then for our personal readings today, we're going to use Divine Feather. If you don't know me, my name's Leanne Holitza. I work out of a place called the Healing Studio in Broomfield, Colorado. I'm an energy healer and a teacher. And this is just something we do for fun on Sundays to get our pulse for the week. If you would like a card and participate, you can hit me, please. And if you want to know when I'm live, I suggest you hit the subscribe button and then the bell button, and it'll tell you. But pretty much this is the time I go live on during the week. All right, let's do it. All right, so the week is starting off asking us to focus. Get centered, get intentional, figure out why you want what you want about your focus, and then move forward with the week. The helper card. So the thing to focus on throughout the week is exhale, surrender. Basically, hand it over. Stop holding your breath. Stop waiting for things to happen. You're going to be asked to let the universe have your back this week. End of the week, we got content sideways. What this is basically saying is, it says recognize the illusion of greener pastures. You're going to recognize that you can't live in the if and whens, that you have to live for today no matter what that means. Okay, so by the end of the week, you're going to really be called back to being as present as you can, not waiting for something to come and make you happy. All right, let's get going. So this is going to be your first personal card. If you're watching later, this is how you can participate. If you're watching live, this is your first card, okay? Tune in to the 1, 2, or 3s, and that will give you your message. And just a reminder, if we see cards 3 times throughout the time together, that will be for all of us, okay? So 1, 2, or 3. All right, if you picked 1, you're working with the blackbird, okay? It says the magic and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. Okay, so untapped potential, unfolding. If you picked 2, you're going to be focused on the white turkey this week, which is the power to heal the earth is within you. So focusing on some kind of environmental, kind of taking care of things around you. If you focused on 3, you're going to be working on the white eagle energy this week, which says the connection to divine guidance is within you. All right, so going within, listening to yourself. If you add that with that surrender card, you're probably being asked to listen to the universe's response to your requests. All right, let's get going. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. If you just joined, you can get a card by typing me, please. I'll go down the list in the order that I can see it. Your names are coming at me with your YouTube names. So some of you, I know who you are, but some of you, I will just have to call out your handle. Okay, Miranda, you made it to the top of the list. So let's give you your feather. You're working with the hawk. And it says, see, there's words on the other side, okay? It says, pay attention. A powerful message is being communicated to you now, okay? Lots of notes on the synchronicities, what kind of the numbers that are showing up on your clocks, that kind of thing. This is kind of the universe is asking when we do that, combine it with that surrender energy, we're surrendering to having help and having the help kind of indicate that it's there, all right? Colin and Terry. Colin, you're going to want to focus this week on the vulture. So basically it says, accept the inevitable, let go of the past, and welcome a rebirth to begin. Okay, so that kind of is asking you to just like let go of past hurts, let go of whatever's been going on, and just kind of surrender to, yep, that happened. Okay. Terry, you got the canary. So you're going to step forward now into singing a song that's the power of finding your own voice. Okay. So you're going to be asked to really use your voice this week on your own behalf, ask for what you need, but also just like, chant or sing or do something to kind of get that humming's really good for you. Just to get that kind of musical tone inside of you out. All right. National Geographic. You have got the magpie. It says reevaluate your priorities. It's time to let go of what you no longer need. All right, so this would be a good week of purging, prioritizing, going through the relationships, the emotional practices, all the things that don't serve you anymore. Okay. Diane, you're working with the turkey. It says honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. So what do you want to do with your time? If you could just give it to what you want to give it to and nobody else, not out of obligation, but just because you want to be of service to something. Okay. Kimberly, you're going to work with the grouse, which says embrace the power of dance and movement to access your higher guidance. Okay, so get moving, do some things that maybe feel a little bit. I mean, you could just dance for yourself. You don't even have to really do much. I think Peloton app has some dance classes on it. Just get yourself moving a little bit. Okay. Stephanie R., you're working with the white owl. It says the wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. All right, so back to that kind of meditative, contemplative energy where we're surrendering to how the universe is speaking within us. Okay. All right. Hi. Good. How are you doing? Type me, please, if you want a card. Okay, we're going to keep going down the list here. Cynthia, Alaska, you've got grouse for the second time for us. Embrace the power of dance and movement, you guys. So that's kind of back to back. So that means we're kind of looking at how movement might move our energy around. Okay, giving ourselves a little space to get our bodies unlocking what our stress has been holding for us. Kara, you're working with the Finch energy. Okay, so you've got new opportunities and choices are opening up to you now. Claim them. New opportunities to claim this week. Have to keep me posted on what comes up. Tatiana, you're going to want to focus on the nuthatch, which says stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective that's coming to you. Be a happy little learner this week. Be happy to see things from a little bit of a different light. Kai, you're working with Magpie. Second time we've seen this one that says reevaluate your priorities. It's time to let go of what you no longer need. Good time to go through your closet, get rid of stuff that doesn't fit you anymore, that kind of stuff, okay? And Kenzie, your focus for the week is going to be the dove, which is feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you. This is a divine quality to find your peace. What does peace feel like inside of you? Tanya B., you're going to be working with the Oriole. A new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change. Sometimes we don't love the change when it comes unexpectedly, but this is a time for innovation and creativity. Okay. Denise S., you're going to be working with the Pelican this week. Choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. Okay. One of my favorite books on forgiveness is Radical Forgiveness by Colin Tipping. We've been talking about possibly having another Satori gameplay too. Maybe you could come play that. Just about forgiveness and letting it go. That'll help you raise your frequency. Aaron T. Osprey, your success is now at hand. Allow the abundance to flow through you effortlessly. Just relax. It's here. Let it in. You don't have to work so hard anymore. Christy, Lisa, and Kira. Christy, vulture for you. Second time we've seen it. Accept the inevitable. Let go of the past and welcome the rebirths in. Okay, so the usefulness of kind of letting the old fuel your new. Okay. Lisa, you're going to want to focus on the turkey. Second time we've seen this guy too. It basically says honor your time of harvest, your own time of harvest, and offer your gifts and blessings of service to the greater good. So getting out of your way and kind of going and doing some things out in the world, maybe volunteer or just something you want to be of service to. Okay. Kira, you're working with the loon. Pay attention to your dream time. Messages and guidance are drifting in through your dreams. So maybe a dream journal by your bed, maybe a little chat in the morning with whomever's around to say, this is what I dreamed about last night. Okay. Catherine S., you are working with the crow. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. Law of frequency, law of vibration, all the good stuff that you know about. Work with it. Okay, Tiff. Oh, look at this one has a little extra friend. This is the Robin. New growth and potentials on the horizon. Reach out and embrace it. Okay, I know it's like we're always growing, aren't we? But it's a good week to really fit. And I'm seeing like the idea of like you're not planting a new tree, you're growing a new limb, or the limb is growing thicker and stronger. Okay, so it's already on their trajectory. You're just growing. Seriously wonderful, Courtney. You got the crane. You will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck, and longevity bless this union. Okay, so a little bit of beneficial partnerships for you this week. Look out for that. And notice if you say, you wall up your heart, and then notice if you can put your heart in a more open state this week. Kimberly Power and Juan Carlos. Kimberly, you got the eagle. Okay, you are learning all aspects of spiritual communication and reaching new heights. Okay, so this week will be a really good week to really recognize the highest messages around you. Crown chakra energy, giving yourself attention to the higher truth. Okay, Juan Carlos, second time we've seen the canary. Step forward now and sing your song. There's power in finding your voice, and again, maybe even just humming or whatever would get you there. Okay, Taryn, you've got the hummingbird. This card says, release what you've been carrying. Lighten up. New joy is on the way. It's a new moon, you guys. A good day to kind of do a little ceremony of releasing. And it's also bringing in the energy of this next year. So we're letting go of the snake finally and bringing in the horse. So just a good day to kind of ritually let things go. Melissa and Shannon. Melissa, you're working with the duck. Find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you. So filling into all the support that you have, letting yourself not need to be, in a really sad state in order to earn that support. You can have it just because. Nuthatch for you, Shannon. Stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. Okay. Ground. That's really important right now. So whatever ways that you know how, even getting outside in those bare feet, oftentimes definitely helps. Lisa C., you're working with the ostrich energy. The choice is clear for you now. Follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. So Lisa, this is a week for you to make decisions and to follow through with those decisions that you've already made. Okay. Janelle and Donnie. Janelle, you got the bluebird. You are being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Not a lot more to go into that, huh? Donnie, you got the hummingbird. Release what you've been carrying. Lighten up. A new joy is on the way. Don't be so serious. You get a lot more juice with your charisma than you would with your grumpiness. All right, Robin, Chris, and Austin. Robin, you got a robin. Second time we've seen it. New growth and potential is in the horizon. Reach out and embrace it. Okay. Sometimes when new growth comes, it's the fear of the unknown that blocks us. Okay. So just be aware that you can just embrace it. Chris, you're working with the white owl. Second time we've seen this guy. The wisdom of messages of divine are within you. So go in, meditate. Especially going into the spaces where you kind of feel crunchy or tight, maybe ask yourself what you're storing there. Austin, you've got the cardinal. Stand tall and proud. See the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. So how are you doing leadership this week? And maybe even brush up on those leadership skills a little bit, okay? Crystal, you were focusing on the goose. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. All right. Chris, Blackbird, the magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. Your untapped potential. All right. And if you're just joining, just type it in me, please. We'll get you a card for the week's energy, the week's focus. Isabel has got a Robin, and she's brought Robin 3rd time's a charm. So that means it's for all of us, you guys. New growth and potential is on the horizon. I'm going to pull out the little book and see what the author wants us to know about this messenger. Allison D. Nicola. So let's just look and see what it says. Because it is now for all of us. It says, this divine messenger lands so you know that new growth is right around the corner. It brings a positive and affirming message to open you up to new opportunities and expand outward. Allow yourself to see those opportunities in form of a new project, business, job, or relationship. Okay? Each new opportunity is a gift and a blessing. I get from the guides when I'm listening to this card that we also get a little scared when we have new opportunities. So don't be scared of the unknown. Genevieve brought turkey 3 times a charm. Honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. Okay, this message is for all of us, you guys, because it came 3rd times a charm. Let's take a look at what else it says. It says turkey struts in to remind you to acknowledge your bounty and share it with others. The way forward is to use the power of gratitude, sharing, and service to expand your and raise your vibration. The messenger represents a bountiful cycle of Mother Earth. Have you forgotten how blessed you are? So be blessed and be of service. Maybe volunteer your time, make a nice little portrait picture for somebody who's lonely, something like that. Okay, Heidi, you're doing the crow, okay? Crow says universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. If you need to brush up on what that means, just go look up immutable laws of the universe and read some of them and see what you might want to be harnessing this week. Okay? Law of vibration. Kelly and Matthew. Kelly, you got the falcon. Use your perspective and skill in making decisions. Do not delay. So it's a make quick, swift decisions week for you. Okay? Matthew is going to work with the wren. Be bold and confident. Use all of your resources to create your dreams. So just be willing to step out there. Be seen for different reasons than you maybe have ever been seen before. Just new talents. Janice. Woodpecker. Use your discernment and fortitude to achieve your goals and find a new rhythm. Okay. Got that. Lori Ellicott, you have got the blackbird. The magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. Ooh, untapped potential. So try something different that you've never tried, okay? Yeah, okay. Marita, I've got to you now. Here we are with an Avni and Reuben. Okay, Marie, you brought the woodpecker back to us. Use your discernment and fortitude to achieve your goals and find your new rhythm, okay? So really stay focused this week, okay? Let's see what Avni's doing. Avni's working with the bluebird. You've been gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. Be in that happiness and peace this week. Just soft, gentle, not a lot of extra information there. Reuben, you've got the eagle, which is you're learning all aspects of spiritual connection and searching for new heights, which is great. Give yourself a chance to say, yes, thank you, more please, to the stuff that's coming to you, especially the higher sourced messages that feel like they're coming from somewhere, bigger than you. All right, Kalina, you're working with the Oriole. A new creative adventures on the horizon. See it as a positive change. Okay, so it sounds like this week we're going to have some unknown changes coming. So just stay creative. Invention, the mother of necessity kind of thing. Give yourself a chance to really just get creative about your problems. Carrie, Ayla. Okay, Carrie, you've got Crane. You will soon enter into a beneficial partnership, luck and longevity. Bless this union. Okay, this week. So who's your partners this week? Kind of noticing that. Okay. All right. All right. So Isla got 3 cards. She got the goose, which says use your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today with the eagle, which is the third time we've seen an eagle. So we'll look into this further in a minute. You are learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. And the owl, which says your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. All right, so third time's the charm with the eagle, you guys. So this card is for all of us. Let's take a look at what the message might be. The bigger message, besides what your guides are telling me. As you begin to soar with eagle, you are able to reach the levels of spiritual understanding, knowledge, and connection. The eagle feather indicates a great spiritual awakening is happening, or it's just on the horizon. The power and grace of the eagle is a steady reminder that this call demands personal responsibility. Raise your vibration and perspective. Okay, so yeah, we got being asked for some change on a higher level, it sounds like this week. Okay. Michael Johnson. Let's see. Well, I'm going to give you a card. You're going to have to interpret what that card means. This is just a focus for this week. Since you asked a specific question about Amber, I'll throw one for Amber too. All right. You got a woodpecker. Third time's a charm. This card is for all of us. It says use your discernment and fortitude to achieve your goals and find a new rhythm. All right. So here we go. Ready? The divine woodpecker drums its way into your consciousness to suggest you use your power of discernment now. Using your mental energy and the fortitude you already possess will be essential to the path to realizing your goals. Notice if you tend to be hard-headed or stubborn in relation to what might be the challenge. Can you allow a new rhythm to come into a new way of doing things? Okay. So it sounds to me like that answer would probably say stick with what you want, but don't be hard-headed about it. Okay. See what Amber's focusing on. Amber's got the canary, third time's a charm for that too, so which means it's for all of us. Step forward now and sing us your song. There's a power in finding your voice. So what does she want to say about all of your question and about your relationship? Okay, let's see. Since it's for all of us, let's pull it up. It says, the beautiful tones of your unique song are now coming together in a new way. Let go of hesitation and step fully into empowered expression. This is a call to music, sound, healing, speaking your truth, and teaching others. Be aware that what you have to say and how you express it is important. What song are you singing to yourself? That's a really good one, you guys. In my Belief Club, we talk about the tone of voice that you have inside yourself, being sure that you're using your tone of voice to be kind to yourself, okay? All right, Sonia F. All right, if you are watching and you haven't typed me, please, and you want a card, please do that. Here is Sonia F's card. Starling. Now is the time to get into the world and connect in authentic ways. Start just showing up out there in the world, okay? So, yes, that will be, let's see. Olympia, I'm going to take yours as a me, please, okay? So here is your card. Oh, third time's a charm for the bluebird, you guys. You are being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. So this is for all of us now. Let's take a look. It says, the bluebird flies into your space to deliver the great blessing of peace, joy, and happiness. The messenger reminds you to honor the purity of your speech and communication, kind of like the canary, especially those messages that you feed yourself, like the canary. The lightness and color of the bluebird helps make you aware of the spiritual links of the sky and the realms beyond. I invite a deeper sense of peace and joy into my life. All right, cool. Well, I've gotten to the bottom of the list. If you're still watching and you haven't, give me a me, please. I'm going to summarize what our messages were for the ones that came three times a charm, okay? Just going to pull out the ones that were three times a charm. All right. We got quite a few this week, you guys. So let's take a look. All right. Boop, boop, boop. We got the bluebird, which we just read. You're gifted with blessings and happiness and peace this week. Use your voice. With the canary, reminding you to even just your internal voice, humming and singing, okay? The eagle reminds you to connect to your higher self, the higher and beyond yourself, actually. I'm hearing from the guides, like, listen to your higher truths, okay? But stay steady and use your discernment to achieve what you want, okay? Keep a steady pace keep going with that connection with the surrender card that started at the beginning, which says you have to give some of this over. The turkey basically says go out and volunteer for the causes that you believe in. And the robin is saying that there's new growth and potential that's already happening. Fear of the unknown comes up about that, though, you guys. So I would say be as gentle as you can to yourself around the times of change. And especially if change is not coming at the pace that you want. You want something to be different, but it's not different yet. Give yourself a little grace about that, okay? Speaking of, let me do one more card that represents my husband's focus. Oh, and I should do Stephanie too, because Stephanie's she's down there doing a vision board workshop. Very full of fun giggles and boards being built. All right, so Matt is going to work with the chickadee. This time is right for you to release old patterns and energies. You are ready to embrace change. Okay. And Stephanie, your focus for the week is going to be Robin. Fourth time's a charm for the Robin. So let's read a little bit more about the Robin for us all, okay? Because the Robin has come up now multiple times, probably has more to say to us. Let's just take it up a notch and look more at what the author wrote to us. Traditionally seen as a symbol of spring. Not yet. We haven't even had winter here in Colorado. The season of new growth and is merging. Life is a positive one. And the robin itself, connecting all the way back in time of ancient Norse myth and European lore, this messenger is seen as a symbol of good fortune. An awakening of new growth in all areas of your life is associated with the robin's red breast. The color is symbolic of the activation of the root center and the Kundalini energy. Robin's beautiful blue egg is said to represent creativity and of course new birth. Their song is cheery, helps us establish a harmonious territory in the world. Robin is not solely a symbol of spring. It relates to the Yule and signifies the brightest on the darkest days. All right. That's it for this week, you guys. I appreciate all of you and go be amazing.